Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of The Invisible Woman. I am your host, Joyce Williams. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking and watching and all the love, all the support, the emails, the phone calls, everything. Thank you so much. You are in for an amazing episode. And y'all, I'm in this spinning chair, so forgive me right now because I'm in a spinning chair. And so I'm going to do a little tossing, a little turning, a little spinning. Anyway, so yeah, you know me. But stay tuned. Go get your girlfriends, go get your snacks, go get whatever it is that you need, and hurry back because you don't want to miss a minute of this show. Why? Because this show is your show, the Invisible Woman Talk Show. Stay tuned. Oh my gosh, I got a spinning chair. Welcome back to tonight's episode of The Invisible Woman. We're talking about enough is enough. Knowing when to walk away. And it is very challenging to know when it's time to say goodbye. It could be that you have a long-term friendship, you have a long-term relationship, you've been married forever, it seems like it, you've been at that job forever and a day, you have so much invested into this partnership, relationship, whatever this ship is, this situationship. You have a lot of time invested, and you just keep thinking to yourself, you know what? Let me just hang on a little bit longer. It's going to pay off. Let me just stick on in there. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been here, I planted my roots. I built the foundation. It's going to be paying off. And you don't see any results. You don't see any prosperity from it. You don't see, and it starts to get to the point where it's like it's not even beneficial to you. It's starting to be to where you feel like it's a burden. Oh my gosh, I got to get up and go to this job. Oh my gosh, this person is calling. Oh my gosh, it starts to feel like it's a burden. And when it starts to feel like that, then guess what? It's time to reevaluate because enough is enough. You have to know when to walk away. I said to myself I was ready before I did this episode. I was like, you know what? I'm ready. Let's talk about it. Let's do it. I don't know if I'm gonna ever be ready if I don't take this moment. It's kind of like, if not now, then when? When will you be ready? When will you be ready to address the walking away? Address the enough is enough. So I'm going to take a quick break because I just need it. And when we come back, I'm going to talk about my experience with walking away. Enough is enough. The Invisible Woman Talk Show. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Invisible Woman Talk Show. We're talking about enough is enough. Knowing when to walk away. And a lot of people know that I had a long term friendship. I mean, long term, like I was a teenager, barely getting into high school when when I met, when I became best friends with my best friend. And then we went on up into our, you know, past high school, graduated, um, kids, marriages, it was just everything. We were still very tight. Even distance didn't tear us apart. We still stayed close, tight knit. And we bumped heads sometimes, but, it was just like we had a couple of spats, but we always mended things. We always worked things out. And I think it was mostly because there was so much time invested, you know. And so when you have so much time, and then not just time, but you love a person, I'm talking about wholeheartedly love them, and you love them with your being, and that's all you know, pretty much. Like, what I mean, like, even people identify you guys together because they see you, they see her, they see her, they see you. You know, they know that you guys are, peanut butter and jelly, mac and cheese. Because everybody sees y'all together all the time. You have that closeness, and you trust, and you love, and you guys are better. Seems like you're better together. And so, as time progresses, um, there are some challenges, some things that come into play where it causes the relationship to become rocky. And you have to decide. You're at that crossroad of what next? What are we gonna do? You know, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want you to hurt me. I don't want to continue to be in a relationship that it seems like we're just continually bumping heads now. And you decide that, you know, you come to a mutual understanding that, okay, it's time to part ways. And knowing that doesn't make it easy. Knowing that doesn't make things simple. You know, it's still it's you're walking away from somebody that you grew up with, you know, and you're letting go of something that's been a part of who you are for so long. Like I said, people identify you guys together, you know. So it's but sometimes you just have to say enough is enough, and you walk away. This was not supposed to be this kind of episode. This was not supposed to be. This is episode 2, season 4, episode 2. So we're not supposed to be at this point of vulnerability already. But here we are. All right. So um, I'm going to take a quick break and be right back with more Invisible Woman right after this short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Invisible Woman. We are talking about enough is enough, knowing when to walk away. I just feel so fidgety. I actually had a guest in mind to talk to about this episode so that it would not be all on me. But, things didn't work out that way. But here it is. And I guess it didn't because I needed to get. I always say that the show is very therapeutic for me. I know that it helps other people too, but it starts with me. And being able to talk about some of the things that are near and dear to me helps me get it, get over it. Just get over it now. No, it just helps. It really is. It's a very um, enough is enough. Knowing when to walk away. And let's talk about this in terms. We just talked about the friendship part, knowing when to let go, knowing when to walk away from friendships. And now we're going to talk about the relationship part. Yeah. Knowing when to walk away from a relationship. And I have experience with that too. But this is not all about me. Not today. um, there are times when you have a relationship, when you're in a relationship where you don't see growth, where you don't see fruit. You know, what I mean is that you guys are constantly bickering. You guys are starting to dislike each other. There's more bad times than good times, and it's not a good balance. And when you get to that point in a relationship, you have to make a decision. And not just make a decision, but you have to stick with that decision. And that could be the hardest part, because when you've been in a relationship with somebody and your heart is totally in it, you find yourself double dipping. You find yourself doing that 360, turning around, you find yourself going right on back. And you find yourself being in a state where you feel like you can't move forward. Like, how do I go on without this person now? How do I manage without this person? How is my life going to look without this person? This person was my rock. This person was my stability. This person was financial contributions. This person was my everything. And you just think, now what? Now what am I going to do? But I'm going to tell you that if you did the first step, and I'm talking about the first real step of totally walking away, not the almost walking away, but the totally walking away. And when you totally disconnect, then you will be able to find, not even just, when you totally disconnect, you'll be able to allow something better, someone better to find you, to come into your life, to continue. I don't like when people say, oh, you make me whole, because I feel like, okay, if you make me whole, you complete me, then what happens when you walk away? Now I'm incomplete again. So you're not looking for somebody to complete you. You're looking for somebody to complement you. And that person may not be the person for you that's doing that anymore. It started off as, that honeymoon stage, bed of roses, everything was great. And now, years later, they're taking you for granted. They don't see you. They don't know you. They're not trying to get to know you. There's no more date nights. There's just fussing and fighting, and everything is just like, and you're just like, to the point where it's overwhelming. And you have to make a decision. I am not telling anybody to walk away from their relationship, but what I am telling you to do is evaluate to see if there's good, bad, bad, good, and which one outweighs the other. Because if there's days where you're more depressed and you're more at your wits' end than there are days when you're happy, then you may need to consider it's time to walk away. Enough is enough. We're going to be right back with more Invisible Woman right after this short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to The Invisible Woman. We are talking about enough is enough, knowing when to walk away. And we talked about walking away from relationships. We talked about it. I cried about it. It's out the way. We talked about walking away from relationships. And now we're going to talk about walking away from that job. Now, I'm not telling you to leave your job. That is not what I'm saying, because we all know you need money to live. You need a job to make some money, or some kind of, you need your job. But you don't need a job where you are pulling out your hair, where you are gray-headed, you are sacrificing so much of your family time, so much of yourself, to where you don't even have a life. Your life is your job is your life. That's not good. That is not good. And then you have the situations where you are on the job and they just don't know how to treat you. It's the same in relationships. If you were in a relationship, just say your friend, your daughter, your child was in a relationship with somebody that wasn't treating them right. You would tell them, get out. You would tell them, this is not right for you. You would tell them, you deserve better. You deserve more. So listen to yourself. I know it's a job, but you deserve better. You deserve more. You deserve someone, an employer that is going to appreciate you. There are jobs like that out there. You know, there are people who actually love their employees for real. You know, there are people who are concerned about you outside of pulling the numbers, pulling your weight. So you want to find something that is beneficial for you, not just a paycheck. Not just a paycheck. For a long time, I I didn't understand. People be like, man, I have a career. And, like I have a career, I don't have a job. And I'd be like, money's money, job is job, whatever, whatever. But no, there is a difference. There is a difference. And let me tell you, the career part of it is like when you absolutely like, not just I went to school for this, so now this is my career, but I'm talking about I love what I do. And now I love it so much, I've decided to make it a long term thing that I do. So now I'm committed to this, you know, not just, okay, I need to put food on the table. So now I'm going from job to job. You're looking for something. So no, I'm talking about there are jobs where people, like I said, value you. And you'll be surprised to know that they're out there and they're waiting for people like you. So you don't have to settle. You don't have to continue to be at a place where you're beat up on, where you're unappreciated, where you're taken for granted. You don't have to stay there. There are, and I know people be like, oh, the job market is shaky and da 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 da. Don't be afraid. I have been sitting at my house, and listen, I could be a rarity, a unicorn, as they say, but I've been sitting at my house, sitting on the couch, not even thinking about a job, and a job calls me. Why? Because a coworker, ex-coworker, or a friend that I work with, saying when that employer says, "Hey, do you know somebody?" and they're like, "You know what? I do know somebody. Let me call her." So you can get a job based on, you know, how you work well with others. So you're working well with your coworkers, and then your coworker leaves and goes to another job, and they like it over there, and they're like, you know what? Let me call so and so because they're gonna like it over here. They treat you so much better over here. So you can get a job like that. You can get a job from your friends. You can get a job from different job sites. You can get a job from um, I almost said from help wanted ads, but I don't even think they do those anymore. But my whole point is that um, don't be in a place where you're just beat up on. Don't stay there. You don't have to. I feel like I'm going to sing an ad. You don't have to be. Okay, no, wait, that's a dating. Okay, never mind. back it up. But yeah, just you don't have to be mistreated because they will let you go and they will fill your slot and not even think twice about you. And so you don't want to be at a place where you're just another number, where you're so replaceable, where you're so invaluable. You want to be at a place that acknowledges you and appreciates you and sees the value in you and also teaches you so that you can grow with the company if you so desire. So sometimes you have to walk away. Don't walk away before you get you another job and have yourself in a situation and be like, Joyce told me to walk away and I can't pay my rent now. Mm-mm. Do not do that to yourself. So definitely look into other avenues, look into other resources, and find you something that you love. They're out there. They're out there. So enough is enough, bad job. Enough is enough, bad employer. Enough is enough, overbearing boss. Get you something better. I said that. Get you something better. We're going to be right back with more Invisible Woman right after this short break. So you know what to do. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Invisible Woman. We are talking about enough is enough. You gotta know when to walk away. You gotta know when to hold them. You gotta know when to fold them. You gotta know when to walk away. Okay, you gotta know when to run. But, like I said, we talked about walking away from friendships. Talked about walking away from relationships and even jobs. But I'm gonna go there. I'm going there. You got to know when to walk away from that situationship. You know what I'm talking about. The situationship where you don't even have a title. You don't have a title. You don't have a clue when, if, what. You just there, going with the flow, and knowing that you want more, knowing that you deserve more, knowing that you are so much more. But yet and still, you're hanging on to this situationship, hoping that one day they're going to see you and be like, I'm going to make you mine. They're not going to do that. And let me tell you why. They're not going to do that because you're not demanding more. You're not asking for more. You're accepting the position that they put you in, and you're staying there. You're staying there by continuing to indulge in the activities, continuing to whatever it is y'all got going on, continuing to be content with that. And I know that you're not truly content with it, but you're not asking. You're not what somebody told me last week. They said, what did they say? Put gas to the fire, or put a pretty much what they were saying is that you have to give them an ultimatum, and you have to mean it. You have to stick by that. So if you're telling this person, hey, I don't want to be your bed buddy anymore. I don't want to be your backup plan. I don't want to be your plan B. I don't want to be on your roster. I don't want to be anything other than the person that you're going to love, respect, and put first as your woman. If you're not saying that and you're allowing other things to continue as they are, then they're going to continue as they are. You're going to keep getting what you're getting. You're going to keep getting what you're getting. And so, as soon as you get yourself out of that situationship where you see it's not going anywhere, because a situationship, oh my gosh, it's a sinking ship. I'm telling you, it's a sinking ship. It's a sinking ship. When you get yourself out of that situationship, you can have better. There's somebody that can love you or will love you and will treat you like you need and deserve to be treated, will love you wholeheartedly and be ready to snatch you up into girlfriend, up into wife situation, you know? But no, you're not going to get that because you're still holding on to that situationship. And I'm telling you, that situationship is sinking. It's not going anywhere. And it's not going to go anywhere because they're so comfortable having you in the position that you're in. You're uncomfortable. They're comfortable. Who do you think is going to win? So I just want to let you know. Like I said, I normally don't tell people what to do, but girl, no, get out. Do better. Get better. Deserve better. Respect yourself. You love yourself, and I know you do. You love yourself. You value you. You want more for yourself. Do better. It can get better. It can get better. But you are not going to allow it to get better as long as you keep holding on to that dead end. You know, like when you're traveling down the road and you get to a dead end, you have to turn around in order to come out. So you're in a situationship that's a dead end. You got to turn around to come out. And so when you turn around, you're going to have to go through some of the stuff that they put you through. It's okay. You have to go through some stuff to get out. But guess what? You're going to get out. And when you get out, there's a bright open road. There's a road going left. There's a road going right. There's a road going straight ahead. But don't go back to that dead end again. Don't go back to the dead end. Go straight ahead. You can, like I said, you can go left, you can go right, you can go straight ahead, but don't turn around and go back to that dead end, because it's just what it is. It's a dead end. It's closed. It's a dead end. I'm just letting you know that you deserve more. You can, oh my gosh, when I tell you that you deserve so much more, and there's so much more in store for you, as soon as you let go of what's holding you, what you think is worth holding on to, you can get something so much better. You can get something so much bigger. And I'm telling you, you're going to feel so much better about yourself. There is going to be somebody's waiting for you right now, but you don't even see them, because all you see is the situation that's in front of you. I saw this meme on social media where this lady, they had a skeleton. It's supposed to have been comical, but it wasn't. She was a skeleton, and she was sitting on a bench. And so the guy comes up, and he's on one knee, and she was like, oh, I finally got him. I just waited it out, and I got him. And she's a skeleton, like she's dead. Like she waited so long. You get it? It wasn't funny. And while he's out there living his life, looking at other options, looking into other options, doing other options, doing whatever he wants to do, you're committed to him, and he's not committed to you. You're faithful and loyal to him, and he's not being faithful and loyal to you, because guess why? Guess what? You're in a relationship. He's not. You're taken. He's single. Situationship. It's a dead end. No one to walk away. No one to say enough is enough. I'm going to be right back with more Invisible Woman right after this break. Stay tuned. I think I just ruined some relationships, didn't I? No, I ruined some situationships. I'm breaking the ground. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Invisible Woman. Welcome back to the Invisible Woman. Walk away from anything, anyone that is not in your life to make you better. If they make you bitter, you don't need it. They make you better, that's a keeper. No matter what it is, no matter what the situation is, if they help you grow, then it's good. Stay. But if they are bringing you down, causing you misery, causing you pain, causing you heartache, and I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You know that when it's to the point where like you're feeling suicidal, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling sad all the time, you're not yourself anymore, you know it's time to go. Do not, I repeat, do not continue to hold on to something that is bringing you pain. Do not continue to hold on to something that is not benefiting you. Pain, love is not supposed to hurt. No, it's not. Love is supposed to feel good. Love is supposed to be an amazing feeling. No. When are you going to put you first? When are you going to stop putting them first? When are you going to think about what's best for you? Sometimes you have to be a little bit selfish, because if you don't think about you, they're not going to think about you. If you don't put you first, they are definitely not going to put you first. So you have to get to a point where it's like, you know what? I want better for myself. I want more for me. I want this. I deserve this. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode of The Invisible Woman. It was very therapeutic for me. I can say that. I love when an episode helps me too, and it definitely helped me. So I hope that it helped you just as it helped me. Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, happy birthday to you, Laura. Happy birthday. I enjoyed my time with you. So always do, always do. Happy birthday to my girl, Laura. I love you guys. God bless and good night. We are out.